Hello and welcome, everyone. Ready for another grammar adventure?
Always excited to dive into the intricacies of English.
Me too.
Right.
And today we're tackling a really important topic.
Oh, do tell.
We're going to be focusing on forming questions in the present simple tense.
Ah, yes, a fundamental aspect of communication.
Absolutely. If you can master this, you'll be able to have so many more interesting conversations in English.
I couldn't agree more. It's like unlocking a secret code to fluency.
Exactly. And the great thing is it's not actually super complicated.
Right. There are some clear patterns we can follow.
Yeah, we've got two main ways to form these questions. One's with the verb to be, and then others using do or does.
Both super common, and once you get the hang of them, you'll be asking questions like a pro.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
So let's start with those to be questions. They're actually pretty straightforward, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. They follow a simple structure.
Okay, so let's take a basic example. Are you happy?
Perfect. See how the verb are comes before the subject you?
Right. It's like they've switched places compared to a regular statement, you are happy.
Exactly. That flip is what makes it a question.
And the cool thing is we can use this structure with all forms of to be, like is and am, too.
You got it. Is he tall? Am I late? All follow the same pattern.
Okay, so we've got the basic to be structure down. But how do those question words fit in? Like who, what, where?
Ah, yes. Those are our trusty helpers for getting more specific information.
So where do they go in the sentence?
They simply take the lead, right at the beginning of the question.
Gotcha. So instead of just, is he happy?
Mm-hmm.
We could ask, why is he happy?
Exactly. Or, where is the party? What is your name? The possibilities are endless.
I love it. It's like we're detectives gathering clues with our questions.
And speaking of detectives, let's move on to our other type of question. The ones with do and does.
Yeah, these are the ones that use all those other verbs, like go eat, all the action verbs.
Right. And here's the key thing to remember. The main verb always stays in its base form.
Base form. What does that mean exactly?
It means no adding those s or es endings. It just stays simple.
Oh, I see. So we wouldn't say, does he likes pizza? It would be, does he like pizza?
Perfect. You got it. The does already takes care of showing us it's a question in present tense, so the main verb can relax and stay in its base form.
Okay, that makes sense. But how do we know when to use do and when to use does?
Another good question. It all comes down to the subject of the question.
Okay, remind me, what's the subject again?
It's who or what is doing the action. So for I, you, we, and they, we use do.
Ah, so it's like do is the helper for groups of people or when talking about yourself.
Exactly. Do you like coffee? Do they play tennis? It all fits.
And then does is for when we're talking about he, she, or it.
Precisely. Does he speak Spanish? Does she enjoy reading? See how it works.
So we pick our helper do or does based on who's doing the action.
You got it. And remember, the main verb stays in its base form no matter what.
It's like a little grammar dance. Do or does takes the lead and the main verb chills out in the back.
And even with all these clear rules, sometimes even native English speakers slip up.
Really? Even native speakers make mistakes with this.
Oh, yeah, it happens. Sometimes we forget and accidentally add an S to the main verb out of habit.
Wow, so it's not just us English learners who have to watch out for that.
Definitely not. It's one of those tricky little things that can catch anyone off guard.
So it's a good reminder for all of us to slow down and think about the structure of the question before we speak.
Absolutely. A little mindfulness can go a long way in improving our grammar.
Okay, so let's recap what we've learned today about forming present simple questions.
Sounds like a plan.
We've got those questions with to be, where we do a little flip, putting the verb before the subject.
Right. And don't forget those question words like who, what, where. They go at the very beginning to give us more specific information.
And then we have our questions with other verbs where do or does comes to the rescue.
Always remembering to keep that main verb in its base form. No fancy endings allowed.
It's all about teamwork. Do or does takes the lead, and the main verb hangs back and relaxes.
And with a little practice, you'll be forming all sorts of questions with confidence.
It's like having a key to unlock a whole world of conversations and knowledge.
I love that analogy. It really is empowering to be able to ask questions and learn more.
And the more you practice, the easier it will become.
Absolutely. It's all about building those good habits.
So keep practicing those present simple questions, everyone. And if you want to dive even deeper into English grammar, you know what to do.
hit that subscribe button. We've got tons of helpful content coming your way.
We'll be exploring all sorts of fun grammar topics and helping you improve your English skills step by step.
And don't forget to check out the links in the description for even more resources.
We've got practice exercises, grammar guides, and all sorts of goodies to help you on your English learning journey.
So tell your friends, spread the word, and join us next time for another exciting grammar adventure.
Until then, happy learning, everyone, and have a fantastic day.
Bye for now.
See you later.